Hello and welcome to Gadget Joe, and today we're taking a look at Be Quiet's Lightwings fans in white. Today we're taking a look at some fans that were sent over by Be Quiet. These are of course the Lightwings in white. Now I'm a little bit late to the party with this because obviously I've had some time off, but these were quite a big deal when they came out because for quite some time Be Quiet did not have RGB fans. It was something that was requested by myself and many other reviewers and obviously customers alike for quite a long time to try and get some fans that had RGB on them. They didn't really dive into the RGB world, even on their chassis, until quite late on, a couple of years ago. But obviously what we have here today is some of their RGB fans. Now we did recently do a video on what you can see in here, their Pure Loop 2 FX AIO, which is of course an RGB AIO. What we have here is just the fans. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take a quick dive into unboxing this, and then I'm going to show you what they look like and the colour modes a bit later on in the video, and then I'll explain all the technical details. Not really a great deal you can talk about when it comes to fans. They are pretty much what they say they are. They are fans. Some are powerful, some are not. Some are bright, some are not. So, as I said, we'll get started on unboxing this. Inside the box you get 3 Lightwings fans included. Now they are individually packaged, which again is another Be Quiet nod to their quality. We'll explain a bit more in detail shortly, and of course you get the ARGB hub. Again, we did cover it in this one, but it's slightly different this one because it just simply powers the fans. Let's start by opening the box to see what you get. Right, you get the usual user manuals, which we should absolutely look at, but I'm going to do this because that's what we always do with instructions. The fans are pretty basic, or pretty self-explanatory. Inside this you get the 6 fan hub. This allows for up to 6 fans to be connected on either side through these ports. It then connects via the SATA power connector and of course your ARGB connector. You do have some sticky like a foam to basically mount it to the back of your case to basically put it away. The size is very similar to a 2.5-inch SSD as well, so it can be quite discreet. It could even go in one of your hard drive trays. You also get some screws for mounting the fans to your case, and that's pretty much that. And inside you get an all-white RGB fan. Now, the design of this is absolutely stunning. Be Quiet products are always fantastically built. They just have that level of quality about them. They're not 3D printed parts. They're just, well, they probably are, but there's just an air of quality that you get that you don't get on some of the other brands. Not saying that other brands aren't quality, obviously, but just I don't know what it is about Be Quiet. Their main focus has always been about quality. Now, the thing like about this is that it is all white. On the black versions of this, the Be Quiet logo is in silver and orange, so you get an all black unit but you get that orange on there, which actually when you're using it, I've noticed it on this when I use it, you can still see the orange. So if your theme of your build isn't actually orange, it does sort of stand out a little bit. I mean, I'm a bit biased towards orange because that's my favourite colour. I've even got an orange beard. But yeah, on this one it is simply greyed out with a black Be Quiet logo on the front. And the best part is everything is white. The cable is white, the connectors are white, everything is white. So it's perfect for an all white theme. There's one thing that I wish we could change about this, and I know some companies are working on doing that, or there are actually some fans already out there that basically lose all this wiring by simply connecting the fans together via magnets or other connectors, whatever, and then it's just 1 or 2 cables at least. I'm not really hating on Be Quiet in particular because a lot of fan companies do this, a lot of companies do this. Just something that I wish they would implement on more systems, because as you can see, you get quite a bit of spaghetti junction cabling. Once it's all in, you're not going to really notice that, but just something that I'd like to see. So everything is now plugged in, switched on. I know these are black fans, these are white fans, but the whole reason I'm doing that is because I don't have a test bench at the moment, don't have the facilities to properly test all the airflow that a fan will produce, but I've got this all connected. The fans that are in here are the same lighting system that these light wings use, so when I change through the modes, you can see they all change the same as well. As you can see, when they're set up in a system, they look fantastic. It's quite light here, so it's blocking a bit of a light, but I'll show you that in a moment when I talk about the specs of the fans and we look into a bit more detail. As you can see, the fans look fantastic. They've got this light on the front and the rear, and the light is actually, even in this bright light that we see here, they are fantastic. They are super bright, and obviously in a full white setup they're going to look fantastic. The reason I'm not spinning at the moment is because I just simply haven't connected the fans to the block. These are actually the high speed fans, and you can notice a slight difference in sound. These are actually louder than these. In fact, in my system, don't mock me, I've got a few hard drives, like, you know, the big block hard drives. They're actually louder than the fans, so that says something. The fans we have here are of course the 120mm PWM variants, and they do come in different models, which we will touch upon shortly. The Lightwings fans feature a nice compact design with a 25mm profile, which is about the average for a 120mm fan, featuring 7 blades that are optimised for high airflow and reduced noise thanks to the unique grooved design found on each blade. They feature RGB illumination that is emitted by 2 rings on the front and rear. The front is a more prominent, super bright ring that is frosted to distribute the light evenly, creating a seamless effect, and the ring at the rear is a much more subtle ring, meaning that you can view the lighting from both sides. Each fan houses 18 fully customisable ARGB LEDs to allow for a fantastic light show, as you can see here. Optimised by the clever folk at Be Quiet, the Lightwings are a perfect case fan due to the lower noise and high performance factors. These rubber pads on the outside of a fan casing reduce any vibration, meaning you get the most silent operation. Rated at just 20.6 decibel at the maximum fan speed of 1700 RPM. The airflow is rated at 41.51 CFM or cubic feet per minute, which is impressive for a case fan. The ARGB hub included with a triple pack allows for up to 6 Lightwing fans to be connected at the same time to one unit that is in turn controlled by a SATA power source and connected to the motherboard via the included ARGB connector. This will allow you to control your lighting modes via your computer to the desired colour or mode you want. The PWM side of it all means pulse width modulation, which effectively allows your computer to manage the power input to the fans, to reduce the speed when not needed and to ramp it up to max speed when it matters most. You can also get the PWM high speed variants of the Lightwing fans, and these are pretty much the same design. However, they feature 9 fan blades instead of the 7 we see here, and they do push a higher speed of 2500 RPM, but they do so at a slight sacrifice of an increased volume at 31 decibels compared to the 20.6 of the fans we have here today. The high speed fans are generally marketed more as a radiator and heatsink fan for more direct cooling performance. The lighting ring and modes are identical, however. So that pretty much wraps it up for the review of the Be Quiet Lightwings fans. Obviously we've got the white ones. I will be saving these for a future white build that I've got lined up. I've already got some parts in, and that's going to be completely white, and these will fit in just perfect. As I said earlier on in the video, there's not a great deal I can do in terms of testing these. Obviously once they're in the system, they keep everything nice and cool. I'd love to be able to do a review. I'd love to be able to have the facilities to be able to test the airflow properly. Hopefully in the near future I'll be able to do something like that. But as you can see, this is basically a simple unboxing and overview, and of course a little review of the Be Quiet Lightwings fans 120mm PWM white fans. I know that's a lot to say. They like to add all these extra names, not just Be Quiet, but any companies do, and it's a lot for us to learn, but we get there. They look fantastic, the usual build quality that you come to expect from Be Quiet. Even the unboxing experience is a nice pleasant touch. It's not just all shoved in there, everything's boxed and individually boxed, and it's perfect. If you like what you see, I'll leave a link in the description as to where you can get your hands on some. Let me know what you think in the comments, and while you're down there, don't forget to click like. And until the next video, it's goodbye from me.